So I want to have long-lasting impacts, not just in our community, but just like in general. Like I want to have either meaningful relationships with my customers or work relationships like this. Like this is really exciting for me. Yeah. But just having those long-lasting impacts that will continue to blossom or bear fruit. We are still working a few tweaks, but whenever you have a machine like that, there's a lot of learning curves.
To learn. Yeah.
There's so many different elements into this printer and with the shaker as well. It's just...
You probably just started to tap into all of the things that it can do.
Yeah, so, well, we decided, I went to a trade show in October, I believe, and that's kind of where we picked what we wanted to get. And of course, this is my busiest time of year.
Good morning, Green Country. Thank you for dropping in this morning on this episode of Mornings with Missy. And I am so thrilled to have the birthday girl.
I know.
Kate Williamson.
Thank you for having me.
And today we are visiting this morning with the youngest entrepreneur that I personally know of in Green Country. And one of the funnest and cutest girls, ladies, young woman that I've had a chance to meet.
Thank you.
So thank you, Kate, for dropping in. Welcome to this program. I do want to take just a moment before we get started and thank our sponsor. That is Reba's Buds and Blooms. So Rita's there on Main Street, Henrietta. Please stop in and see them for all of your floral and gift needs. So thank you so much, Robert, for this gorgeous arrangement this morning. And it goes with our colors.
I know.
Here
Look, we're
we
all
showed
matching.
up in pink.
Yeah.
Didn't even plan that. Real quickly, though, I did wear the heart on my sweater this morning because we're going to be, coming into the month of love in February. So if anybody has great love stories to share, I want to know about them. So please send me your referrals and let's hear some of those stories.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Kate, as we dig in, so tell me about who you are.
Okay, so I am Kate, and I am Kate's and Henrietta, and I don't know, I'm just here most of the time.
You grew up here, you graduated from Henrietta?
Yeah, I was actually born in Okmulgee,
okay.
And then I've been in Henrietta ever since. I graduated in 2021, and a lot of people have wanted to, leave and get out, but I love Henrietta too much. I don't want to leave.
Yeah. So I've known you for a couple of years, just in passing, of course. But you were not. I thought this was my thought of you. I thought that you were doing these little T-shirts and all of this, but that you were headed into another line of work.
Yeah.
Like you were going to school at the time. So. How did you decide to become an entrepreneur?
So I actually didn't. My dad thought it would be a good idea to start kind of just something. My dad is very hands-on and he likes to build things and all of that. So one day we were just talking and he was like, Kate, it would be cool for you to kind of start something and just build a business or something like that. My mom and dad are both entrepreneurs. So that they kind of fed that into me at a very young age. So we decided kind of what would be the best thing to get into. So we searched and did a whole bunch of digging, and we ended up starting out with sublimation and stuff like that, which we did cups and tumblers. That's kind of where Kate started.
Okay, well that's a good lead into the segment, because we
Yeah.
always do a segment on the show called Cup of the Week.
Yeah.
And you brought a cup, so share with me your cup.
So this is my coffee mug. I'm trying to get it in a good angle here, but I actually made this. This is one of the first ones we made. I kind of took off with like the 20-ounce tumblers, but before we did that, we were doing like coffee mugs and stuff like that. So this is our sublimation coffee mug, and it says "Be kind to yourself," because one of the things that I want to be known for is positivity and like, you know, just being that beacon of like hope and kindness and stuff like that. So that's just kind of.
Yes, I think that's so important, and you have been.
Yeah.
I've noticed on your Facebook pages that you've done so many things to give back to people that are in need, and step in and do something positive when you see that there's a need for that.
Yeah,
so
I absolutely love doing
incredible.
that. Yeah.
So thank you for sharing your cup.
Yeah.
I might have to wrangle that from you.
Oh, you can have it if you want.
Just teasing. So going in a different direction, what were you initially thinking that you wanted to be, though?
So I really, really wanted to be a teacher. That was like my thing. Like even when I was in like elementary school, like at the end of the school year, I would take everybody's workbooks home and I would play school during the summer. And then it went to nursing, because I really do love the medical field. I love knowing all the different like medications and stuff like that. So it was a toss up between the two, and then I decided that I wanted to be my own boss, because there's nothing like working for yourself. I say that all the time. You have a lot of freedom with it.
Yes.
But eventually I chose to take Kate's to be my main focus of things.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you told me before the show that you wanted to give your dad a little.
Absolutely.
So come on, give Dad a little crap.
I don't know. It's hard to think off the top of my head without him being here, because we have like that relationship where it's like.
Are you just picking on each other?
Yeah, all the time. So I'm sure if people see that out in public and they're like, what is going on? Like, what is wrong with them? But no, I don't know. I'll have to think of something to say.
So are you an only child?
I am an only child. I do have an adopted sister, but I was young, but she was about to turn 18, so she really didn't live with us. But I grew up with my cousins, and they're basically my siblings, but I'm an only child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. So what have been your biggest challenges as you've gotten started as an entrepreneur?
I would say probably the mental load of everything, because when you know how it is.
So wise you are.
I know. No, just like when you're a business owner, you run everything. You wear all the hats, and that is definitely like, especially when you're so young, like you're still learning and growing, and you don't really have your foot in the door, really, honestly, and just learning how to go with certain things or learn how to handle certain situations and stuff like that. Like that's
so in the industry that you're in, and being young, there's probably, I would imagine, I mean, we're kind of old to be, starting a business. You know, 6 years ago when we came to Henrietta, or whatever it was, we've owned our dealership for 5 years, but it's our first store.
Yeah.
So while we were kind of old to get started as entrepreneurs, even though we had that mindset for many, many years before. But so we're on the other side of it. We're like, well, you're kind of old to start a business, but not really.
I don't think so, no.
So you have those challenges, and then you're young, you're youth. Do you find that people have that you've had any? Has it been all positive, or have you had any negativity about your youth?
Yeah, so there's definitely been some where, people think you're too young to handle things, or like they don't think you are the owner of something, and then I mean, there's been some, but a lot of it's been really positive, and a lot of people supporting me, and that's really amazing.
Yeah, you have great support, but you also have great product.
Yeah,
And I know that you are constantly making advances in how you're doing your business and the technology that you're using. I know that you use all of the platforms of social media.
Yeah.
Do you think that your youth has been obvious a benefit in that regard of knowing?
I really do think so, because a lot of my stuff, like I'm an online store. I don't really have a storefront like I used to. So social media has definitely been a main focus for me, and that's something in 2026 that we're going to be heavily doing, is more like social media stuff. Like Facebook is my main thing, but I'm really trying to get good on TikTok, which is, it's difficult because there's so many people on it.
There are, and I've said it before. I don't know why of all the social platforms, TikTok just intimidates me. I think yes.
Yeah.
I see so many people that are just so good at it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, ooh.
It's definitely either you got it or you don't got it.
Yeah. In this day and age, you kind of learn. You need to learn how to got it.
Right. I know, it's crazy.
Got to learn how to get it. So that's fun. Talk to me about then some of the things that you have set in place for 26.
Oh, okay. So some of them I can't say. Right. I love keeping secrets. I love keeping the surprises, but we do have some things that have been put in place and that I'm super excited for. I can't go into much detail yet.
Well, what you probably can go into detail though is, and we talked about this a little bit as we were discussing you coming on the show, but I'm not always a resolution girl, but I am a focus girl.
Yeah.
So do you have, is there a phrase or a word, or, if you could put your 2026 plan into a single thought?
Yeah.
What is that?
So I've been reflecting on that question because that is a really good question. And I came up between two, but the one that I went with is being fruitful.
I love
so I want to have long lasting impacts, not just in our community, but just in general. I want to have either meaningful relationships with my customers or work relationships like this. This is really exciting for me. Yeah. But just having those long lasting impacts that will continue to blossom or bear fruit, if you will, in the long run. That's kind of more what I'm looking for into 2026.
I love that so much. And it does just speak to your whole persona as well, as I get to know you even better. I would have never come up with that word, I don't think, for myself. But gosh, that's a great one.
I know.
And, as women, I think it's different being an entrepreneur as a woman.
Yeah.
And I'm talking in generalities. Obviously, there's always, we're not all the same.
Yeah.
But in general, it's that nurturing. It not only needs to be financially fulfilling. I mean, we got to pay the bills. Yeah. But at the same time, it needs to be meaningful.
Yeah.
And, of course, having a nice little bankroll doesn't hurt, but at the end of the day, that's not what keeps you warm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's those.
And that's what I've always been about. I make decent money doing what I do, but it's not the money for me. And even mainly I love giving back. That's my main thing. And even if it is just with t-shirts or something like that, I love being able to bring smiles on kids' faces that some don't have enough money to get shirts, like Spirit shirts, for example.
Yeah.
It was last year we did this Henrietta fundraiser, and I was able to, for every shirt that was sold, I was able to donate one to a kid that couldn't get one or couldn't afford it or something like that. So
that's incredible.
Yeah, that was very exciting.
Well, and that there are businesses that have started in that way.
Yeah.
Is it the sock company? And the name's leaving me. Bomb Bombs.
Yes.
That's how their platform was. To make sure that for everyone sold, they gave one.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're huge.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that there are others as well.
Yeah.
But it just catches on.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, catches on for sure.
Welcome, Okmulgee. We're here at Work Ready Okmulgee. This is our July workshop. We're here to find a job, get a job, and keep a job. All these wonderful people are here this month. If you're in the Okmulgee area and you'd like to start your next career, come on down to Work Ready Okmulgee and let us help you. We're here at 7th and Grand. You can reach us at 539-286-6136 or click our banner on okmulgeelogonews.com. Thank you.
So I know that, there's a lot of competition in the marketplace, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Even here in Henrietta, there's several folks that are doing t-shirts and that sort of thing, but you've really branched out in all of the services that you offered. And Jennifer Corbin was here on the set several weeks ago, and she was like, I can't make cookies for the entire county. There's got to be enough room for other things. Yes, there absolutely is. But when you think about outside the box and really finding your own niche. You made a big decision last year, which was real exciting. So you want to share with the audience about that?
The 9-color printer? That one?
That one and also the trailer.
Oh yes, and the trailer. No. So we'll start with the printer first. So I've been doing direct to film. That's kind of my main thing, and everybody has a CMYK printer if you have a DTF printer, which is just the generic, and they're good. But we decided we wanted something that would separate us from everybody else. So we decided to take the leap and get a 9-color, 6-head DTF printer, which basically...
I was going to say, dumb it down.
Yes.
You're going to nerd out on that, but tell me what that means.
So basically, with CMYK, that is the color. Those are the colors that you print. But with 9 colors, you have a CMYK, and then you have RGBO, which is red, green, orange, and blue. So basically, that just makes your prints a lot more vibrant. And it's a 6-head printer, which is what prints onto the film, and it just makes it faster and more, like I said, vibrant, and the quality of it's great. We are still working a few tweaks, but whenever you have a machine like that, there's a lot of learning curves.
To learn.
There's so many different elements into this printer, and with the shaker as well. It's just...
You probably just started to tap into all of the things that it can do. We decided, I went to a trade show in October, I believe, and that's kind of where we picked what we wanted to get. And of course, this is my busiest time of year. So I got all of these new machines around Christmas time, so it was learning it while also doing a whole bunch of Christmas stuff. It was insane, and so that's what we're really going towards is marketing that printer. Well, you've also got that vibrant trailer.
So
what's your plan there?
So the backstory on that is I used to have a storefront on Main Street, and then we decided to go a different route. But the one thing that I missed was meeting new people, trying to push products out. So we thought about buying another building on Main Street or something, but then we were like, no, we want to not get out, but branch out of Henrietta, and go to surrounding areas. So we were like, what is the best, other than social media, what is the best thing we could do for that? So we decided to get a hot pink trailer so we could tow it around everywhere.
You can't miss it.
No, you cannot.
You can't miss it at all.
No.
It's beautiful.
Yes,
I think it's so fun.
Yeah.
What kind of things would you do on the spot?
Well, that's kind of some of the things that is coming in 2026. Okay. Well, it's one of the things that is a secret, but we are planning on getting a printer so we can print on demand. So for kind of our goal, we really want to do a spirit trailer. So this past weekend we were out at the Henrietta Invitational Basketball Tournament, and we were able to press shirts on the spot, which was really cool. But what we really want to do is get a printer that we can print on demand for customs or certain designs that somebody's wanting. So we think that would be not only cool for like us, but super cool for the schools and for all of the fans.
So you'd be able to do some personalization
yes,
on spot?
Yeah, all customized. Like you can add a name if you want, or you can find a design on Etsy, which is where we get most of our stuff from. You can pick something from there and we'll just get it and print it for you.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I love that idea. Now, speaking of Etsy, you have an Etsy storefront too?
Oh, I do, yeah. Yeah, we're actually doing pretty well on Etsy. That's also something else that we're gonna try and tackle harder this year. And we're also on another one, but it's mainly for wholesalers.
You know, in my hometown in Texas, I was there for the Christmas holiday, and I was, driving out on a rural road, and there was this gorgeous new facility that had popped up, and it's called Deer Heart. And honestly, I knew the backstory, but I had forgotten. And I called my sister, and I was like, what is that new facility that's being built? And she was like, go check them out online. Right there in my little hometown, someone just like yourself started a business, and now she's all of her products are marketed in Buc-ee's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I've seen their stuff. That now that you say that, it kind of rings a bell a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I love Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
We love going.
Most people do.
Yeah. We love going, and I'm like one of those ones that'll like go up to a shirt and I'll like fill it to like. I'm just worried about
toucher.
that stuff now, but yeah, that's exciting. I love
we'll
that.
walk through, a store, and my husband's like, you always have to touch everything.
Yeah,
I do. It's like, I want to know, is it soft?
Yeah.
And,
yeah, how's
how
the
does
quality
it feel?
of it? Yeah,
exactly. So, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I know.
One of these
That
days.
is the goal. That is the long-term
Right
goal.
We'll be able to say, I'll be able to say, I knew her when.
Yeah. No, I will. Don't worry. I will always hopefully be here.
Yeah,
so.
that's exciting.
Yeah.
Kate, it has been such a fun pleasure getting to know you. This is the future of our community. And, we often say, we graduate kids, they move off, because that's what they've got to do if they're going to make bank, if you will. But you're just so inspiring because you're like, I love this community. I want to be here.
Yeah.
How can I make it work for myself and for my future? I love it.
Yes.
You are the future of Henrietta.
Well, and that's what I'm always saying. Like, the younger generation is the future. So, if I can like inspire others to not just like build a business, but like have that work ethic, I guess, because a lot of it's how it is.
Yes.
But just I hope I can be like that person.
Yeah, and I think that's also what's so inspiring to me, to see you so young.
Yeah.
And energetic, and recognizing it takes work. And it's such a challenge to find employees who want to work. We've been blessed with some great ones.
Yeah.
But I'm just talking across the country in general. You hear it from every type of industry.
Yeah.
The challenge with finding people who have that strong work ethic.
Right. Yeah.
And that you're recognizing that that's what it takes.
Yeah, and I'm very blessed that my parents and my family kind of instilled that into me at a very young age. You don't get things if you don't work for them. So that is something that I always keep in the back of my mind, is like, if you work hard, then you'll be blessed.
Absolutely. And we have to sometimes do those mundane tasks that we don't enjoy, so that we can do the things that we want to do.
Yeah, and my dad's always saying, work hard now, so like later you can like vacation or whatever like that, like, because I am a big vacation person.
Yeah, well, I love the fact that you said, I'm expensive.
Yeah, no, I try not to be, but like it just,
there's
it
nothing
happens.
wrong with that.
It's my main things are like concerts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like that's
being able to go and do and have experience.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I always tell my dad. He's like, gosh, you're going to another one, and I was like, listen, you only live once.
That's right.
So, experience the things that you can.
That's it. I'm so glad that you're having fun
Yeah.
while you're building something sustainable.
Yeah, it's definitely like, you have to keep them separated though.
Yeah. All in moderation.
Yes.
Know how much work you have to do so you can play harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Kate, for stopping in.
Having me.
And like I said, Coming up in the month of February, please, we want to hear the love stories.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exciting.
All right. Thank you, Kate, for joining us.
Thank
and thank you all for dropping in. We'll see you next week.